Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove Aldridge Pite from their credit report. And this actually is in many cases without paying the debt at all. So if that's you or someone you know, then please continue watching, because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what the next best step is to take. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or you believe that Aldridge Pite or any of the other accounts on your credit report, for that matter, are the result of identity theft or have a wrong balance after you've already paid, or any major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. But if there's no issues like that exist, and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can certainly help with that too. So you can give us a call today, and you'll see our number in the description. But what I want to do today is I want to go through the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one that I have here, I think is really important, and that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with Aldridge Pite? Now, I put this one at the top of the list because we have a lot of callers that are truly terrified that this could happen. And it makes sense. Few people are actually taught in school how credit and debt work. I would include myself in this. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And unfortunately, unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So there's no need to worry about that whatsoever. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time for that. So let's get the question, who is Aldridge Pite and why are they on your credit report? So they're referred to as a debt collector or a credit collection agency. And what they do is they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount, okay? So here's an example. Let's say that, for whatever reason, you have an unpaid card with Capital One, and it's $1,000. Aldridge Pite could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for maybe just $100. But they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, these companies can make a lot of money. And actually damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy they have to get you to pay. However, the problem with that, and a lot of people don't know this, is that paying a debt on your credit report does not actually remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So a lot of time, paying isn't in your best interest, and can just be a waste of money. Now, I will say in rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score further. But in addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters, call a lot, even calling family members and colleagues. And if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you may be owed a lawsuit. So that's another case that you want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Should you negotiate a settlement with Aldridge Pite? So settling your debt with Aldridge Pite depends on your goal. Typically, if you are wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't the best option. Now, why do I say that? Well, it's what I was talking about before. Even if you pay that collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. So instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to review these accounts for you. And if certain issues exist, the the accounts may be removed. And this is a win-win. You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help your score, and the negative account gets removed from your report. So it's perfect. How do you remove Aldridge Pite from your credit report? So yeah, this is a great question. The Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. That's a bit easier said than done, because the knowledge required to do this is more involved than it might seem. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't learn how to do it or you couldn't or anything like that, but just be prepared to spend some time really learning and understanding how to do it properly. I mean, maybe weeks, maybe months, to really get your arms around it. However, if you hire a professional to handle it for you, you can ensure that it'll be done properly the first time, and you could save that extra time. And we're happy to take care of it. We've dealt with Aldridge Pite accounts many times, and I can say they regularly have issues, and we've helped numerous clients deal with them. And we'll take care of it for you as well if you prefer. How can you get Aldridge Pite to stop calling you? So as I mentioned before, Aldridge Pite will be calling you as an attempt to collect the debt they purchased. Okay, which means the only reason that they're going to stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Next question here is, will Aldridge Pite try suing or garnishing my wages? So I'll put it this way. Aldridge Pite suing is unlikely. It can and does happen, but really in our experience, it's rare. There's just a lot of laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win. It's a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with Aldridge Pite? So simply, you have the right to dispute any of your debt that Aldridge Pite has purchased. Aldridge Pite is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or FDCPA. And as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA. These acts can seem very complicated, but they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use it properly. Now, if you don't have time to research these acts or don't want to, this is not a problem. That's what we're here for. You can give us a call today, and we can discuss your options. You'll see our number in the description once again. And with that, I hope this answered some of your questions, and we look forward to talking to you soon.